Yes, indeed, Melinda. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, the AFN, says the 2018 Africa Senior Athletics Championships is a must-win for Team Nigeria. Now, the championships is built to hold in Asaba, Delta State from August the 1st to the 5th. It will also serve as trials for the highly competitive 2018 IAAF Continental Cup taking place in the Czech Republic on September the 8th and the 9th.
It's going to be the Senior All-African Championships in Asaba. This is again an avenue for us to showcase. My hope is we're not hosting to host, we're hosting to win. 54 countries, if you like, in Africa. Lately, Nigeria has not been doing very well. Long distance, which we should take it up, we should take the championship. You know, Kenya, Ethiopia are doing very well in that. In that area, I'm trying my best to see how we could. We have the higher plains in the Plateau and Taraba. These are areas that, with proper training, you don't even need to go outside the country to achieve that high level of gradient in achieving the training to the winning of that category.
Liverpool and Southampton have agreed to a £75 million deal for Virgil van Dijk. Talks have been ongoing in recent days, with Southampton leaving the Dutch defender out of their squad to face Tottenham Hotspur on Boxing Day. The fee, a world record for a defender, will also see Van Dijk's former club Celtic earn around £7.5 million from a sell-on fee. Van Dijk is expected to earn around £200,000 a week as part of the transfer. Former US soccer player Eric Wijnaldum says governance of the sport in his country needs a major shake-up. Wijnaldum, who is also vying for the Federation presidency, is not surprised to see the national team fail to qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. He believes there are some trends blocking the development of the sport.
See the sport continue to progress appropriately. I don't believe that will be the case under the current establishment. And it's important, I think, in our country to have a federation with a little bit more soccer knowledge, a little bit more of a soccer IQ at the top, because we've failed to address the product, if you will, and the product has now let us down. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do on the professional level, on the youth level, but our country needs to recognize this as a moment to change things.
In tennis, former world #1 Novak Djokovic is relishing his return to tennis after being out of the game for nearly 6 months. The 12-time Grand Slam winner hasn't played since abandoning his Wimbledon quarterfinal game against Thomas Berdych in July. But the 30-year-old Serb will return to action at the Mubadala World Tennis Championship in Abu Dhabi, little more than 2 weeks before the first Grand Slam of 2018, the Australian Open. Djokovic, who says he has never had any major injuries that kept him away from the tour for such a long time. Well, that's a wrap on sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues in a moment.
Liberian Electoral Commission officials are tallying votes from Tuesday's presidential election as the people wait for the results expected to usher in the country's first democratic transfer of power in many years. Retired footballer George Weah and Vice President Joseph Boakai are vying to succeed outgoing President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, whose 12-year rule cemented the peace in the West African country. Samson Itodo, an election observer, was on our political program, Politics Today, and believes that the Liberian Electoral Commission is carefully following the laid-down procedure, and caution is the watchword.
I was in the Montserrado County to observe the tallying of the results. But the Electoral Commission has not come out clean to say when exactly they would start announcing the results, because the procedure is from the National Tallying Center. The results will be sent to the headquarters, and then they will start announcing the results. But we get a sense that the Electoral Commission is being careful, and I would say exceptionally careful, not to release provisional results in view of the several Supreme Court judgments that have been delivered in the build-up to this rerun, to this runoff, as well as the need to ensure that the results are very, very accurate. But Liberians are expectant on the results, and we hope that the Electoral Commission would announce the provisional results as they receive them from the counties.
And the main news again. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation today engaged a group of independent oil marketers in a war of words over the cause of the lingering fuel scarcity in the country. The NNPC GMD has set a weekend deadline to end the nationwide crisis. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinlani.